Hey guys, so let's unbox Aramis Devin in today's video. So why I bought this? I bought this because I fell in love with the pine note when I bought Bottega Veneta, and I was searching for similar fragrances with pine. You know, the one that we see here, pine needles, something green and piney, but at the same time long lasting. And this showed up in the list of long lasting fragrances, so I thought I'll buy it. Let's see. So before we unbox this thing, as we usually do, this is like an aromatic what it is. Okay, so first of all, this is called Aramis Devin. Not sure if it's Devin, Dava, I don't know French. Is I'm not really sure about how it's spelled, but it's like an aromatic, woody, green, warm, spicy, citrus, fresh, spicy, amber, aldehydic, leather, mossy fragrance. So, and the perfumer is Bernard Chant. I think the T is silent. Bernard Chant. So it's a Chepre fragrance for men, launched 1977. It's an old fragrance, and then I'm surprised. I don't think anyone on YouTube like discuss about this fragrance. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's really old. Nose behind this, but not short top notes. So we have like a whole lot of notes here, like galbanum, aldehydes, artemisia. So out of these, I'll tell you, this is the one I'm really curious about. Pine tree needles. I like pine a lot, and I like especially piney fragrances with a little bit of sweetness, resinous sweetness, you know. So this one has got amber. So I think this would, and this is like really long lasting as per majority of the people. So let's see, what does it smell like? This doesn't smell like any fragrance that I know. So Alliage, Estee Lauder, Alliage, I don't know, not even a single fragrance that I know. Millesime 1849. Okay, I've never heard, but it's great fragrance. Italian Cypress by Tom Ford. Oh, cool. Vert d'Anson. Viking. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's unbox this thing first. So this is how the top looks like. Sorry, yeah, the front looks like, and the top looks like this. The bottom has some kind of a barcode. We have a batch number here. You don't have a batch number here, I guess. And this is what made in UK. It says a rich, sophisticated fragrance that captures the relaxed, unhurried attitude of the country life. That's what it says at the back. So enough of the rambling. Come on, come on, come on. Is it? Okay. So this is part of the Gentleman's Collection by Aramis. So that's how it looks. Da-da-da. Okay. I don't want to risk breaking the bottle or anything. So this is what it looks like. So I think the batch is 828, and nothing except for this label at the front. Nothing at all. Nothing on the side, nothing on the back, nothing on the cap either. except for the batch code, nothing at the bottom either. So, country eau de cologne. So this is an eau de cologne, and I'm surprised how people are saying that it's long lasting. If it is really long lasting, it is definitely a good thing, isn't it? Like eau de cologne, right? Like eau de cologne. Okay, let's go ahead and spray this thing. I'll do one spray for the sprays. Yeah, it's okay. It's not good. It's okay. Okay, I'll just spray this where. Yeah, spray is not bad actually. Let it settle down for a bit. It smells like an old school kind of fragrance. Aramis Devin, Aramis Devin, Aramis Devin is a really great fragrance. Okay, longevity is excellent, around 8 to 9 hours on my skin, and the projection is 3+ hours. There are many notes, and you can pick them out at different times when you are looking for them. It's an amazing fragrance. Okay, oh, look at this lengthy review. This guy. I'm an outdoors man, a naturalist, conservation. Oh, blah 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 blah. Only for fraggates with a lot of experience. Okay. For sophisticated noses only. A very complex work that most people won't understand. Best worn under the shirt, but not on clothing. The galbanum note lasts too long on cloth and can become cloying. Only one spray on each forearm. If applied too close to your face, it can become cloying. If you know how to wear this, you'll absolutely love it. If applied correctly, this fragrance is amazing. A very complex beast and a must for all serious aficionados. Devon is an essential piece of fragrance history. Oh my god. Uh, so far, like I only see like positive reviews. Jacques Bogart witness, but a bit weaker. Okay. I never smelled Jacques Bogart any of his fragrances. Okay, let's go ahead and. Oh, I don't know. For some reason, it reminds me of Polo fragrances. I remember testing a few Polo fragrances. There's there's something green. It resembles a little bit Gi- uh, Givenchy Gentleman of the 1974 version, I guess. Maybe a little bit, but greener. Like if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's definitely like a. It has that naphthalene ball kind of smell that I also mentioned when I like unboxed 1974 Givenchy Gentleman, but oh, in this it is not as like overpowering or that strong. But I think I made a mistake of like spraying it thrice on this hand. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, this reminds me of Polo. I don't know which Polo, because I don't have Polo fragrance, but I remember smelling Polo fragrances, and it has that old school, classic gentleman type of fragrance kind of smell, right? It's very green, obviously. Let me go through the notes. I don't know. I'm not sure if I smell pine needles, but oh, I smell jasmine. I think I smell jasmine. I'm not sure what is. Maybe it's. Well, who is that dude that has mentioned that it will? the galbanum not last too long. Maybe that's what I'm smelling it. I'm really not sure what is that smell. Like, what kind of accord gives rise to this naphthalene ballish kind of a smell? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, like growing up in my naphthalene, we all have these balls in our cupboards, right? Like, I don't know, to keep the whatever away, like pest or whatever away, right? So that has a very heavy kind of smell. This smells a little bit like not as much as Givenchy pie though. This has a more greener, yeah, it has a more greener smell to it. Some herbs, I don't know, probably Artemisia. That's the only green thing that I see here. I'm not even, I'm not sure how patchouli smells like, so I'm not sure. But I've smelled some patchouli fragrances and I like the smell of patchouli. So I think it probably is Artemisia or Galbanum is what I'm smelling. Something green and jasmine. Like, maybe I don't know how pine needles smell like. It's like pine tree and pine tree needles are two different notes from what I have like searched, and I don't like, I'm not sure how pine tree needles smell like specifically, but this is yeah, this is like a classic fragrance, like classic old school kind of a fragrance. And I have a feeling that this is going to last a really long time. I won't make the mistake of spraying it like this thrice on one arm. That I don't think that's a good. I don't think that would do justice to this fragrance, because the more you spray it, the more overpowering it becomes. I have a feeling, because of that smell of maybe galbanum or artemisia. I'm not sure. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting anything else. I'm not getting any leather. Maybe in the dry down I'll probably get, I get a jasmine a lot, definitely. Some herbaceous kind of smell probably. Some I'm not I'm not getting anything else, right? I'm not getting any amber or cedar wood or labdane. I don't know what labdane is. Bergamot orange. So yeah, I maybe it's very well blended, like beautifully blended, right? See, oh man, I have noticed. I'm not sure if you any of you have noticed, like different parts of the hand, right? Accentuates different accords. I don't know if I'm, or is it because of the time I like time gap that I, because over here this part of my hand I'm smelling more jasmine. Over here this part has, I think it has moved on from the top note, I guess. This part has dried down maybe a little bit relatively compared to these. This part is, this is where I'm getting a lot of that naphthalene ballish kind of smell. Oh wow, I like it. I mean, it's definitely like my kind of fragrance. Let me try it again. I like such green fragrances, but what I'm missing here is So there's no sweetness in these in this fragrance. Like the reason why, something green, something green plus jasmine. That's all I smell mostly. So what I'm trying to say is the reason why I fell in love with the Bottega Veneta is because of that underlying sweetness in that fragrance. It is such an what do you how would I say this? It doesn't smell like outdated, or it doesn't smell like old school. That fragrance, though it has that typical pine note, like I guess it's typical of the 1980s from what I've like read from reviewers and frag heads. but but I have smelled some classic fragrances, and you immediately, like you'll know that, oh, this is like an old fragrance, this is like this old school classic men's fragrance. But you don't get that feeling when you smell Bottega Veneta, and that's exactly what I was going for, and that's exactly what I'm looking for as well. But this one is like, your classic old school Chypre fragrance. That's it. It's not like, not just any old school men's fragrance. It's like an old school Chypre fragrance. It's very specific. You can never. Yeah, but it lacks a little bit of that sweetness. Maybe I think that I would want it to have. But I think you can use this as like a daily fragrance for office or something. It's a beautiful fragrance, though it smells a bit old. I think it is going to last, I think, a really long time. And like if you just limit yourself to maybe 2 or 3 sprays, I think it's not going to offend anyone. Yeah, and yeah, it's beautiful. I'm liking it so far. I'm not loving it, I'm liking it. And I'll give it a more wear, and then I'll maybe post another video. I think as of now, it's thumbs up. It's good. It's not bad. Yeah. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye. This is JDP.